Would they have let me go to their schools, become a doctor, earn a decent living, have a nice house, a wife, children, well-nourished and healthy?
Here it is. That's a boy.
Nelson, Sam, Jake, Hark and me, we climbed quietly through the dining room window. Will, who was bringing up the rear, stumbled and fell over the table, still cluttered with supper dishes. I was scared old man Travis would wake up, because Will was still stumbling around making one hell of a racket. But old Travis went right on sleeping next to his wife when Sam and Jake tiptoed in. And it was like the sleep of the just, deep and untroubled. And it occurred to me even then that his harsh, regular snoring was a sound that was familiar since my childhood.
In Washington this morning, violence broke out as a large group of young militant black...
Oh, here we are. Sam and Jake tiptoed in. No, where was I? That old man had practically raised me. And he was a kind and gentle master. But he was still white, and for that he had to die. Old man Travis, like all whites, never even imagined that a slave, an obedient creature without courage or dignity, might one day rebel against his master. And so the only reaction that came to his mind, still foggy with sleep, was disbelief. When...
Sarah!
We were about to leave the house when Hark ran back toward the sound of a baby crying. We had almost forgotten about the baby. After the massacre at the Travis plantation, our next objective was... Those idiots again. After the massacre at the Travis plantation, our next objective was the slaughter of the Reese family. Reese was a cruel and foolish master who amused himself by tormenting his slaves with all sorts of stupid jokes. His wife and his sister-in-law, two asinine creatures, clown, encouraged this disgusting show-off, shrieking and squealing like stuck pigs. In front of the Reese mansion, I swore that I would no longer show weakness in carrying out God's will. I was ready to spill blood. I hated Reese, who had forced me to take part in his humiliating games. I should have refused, rebelled. But how can a slave...
Don't be afraid, friend. It's just a joke, just a joke. I want you to take a picture of me and the girls, huh? Now, you just take the camera and you look through this end and flash, you push the button, all right? Come on, fella. One picture of me and the girls together, huh? Come on, be a good sport.
I should have refused, rebelled.
Be a good Joe, huh? Come on, fella.
But how can a slave...
Come on.
Oh, wait now. Hold it there just 1 minute.
Oh, yeah. Where's he going to get that?
Reese was a cruel and foolish master.
Out of step. Oh. Come on, sweetie.
Margaret, Nat Turner's first and only victim. Today they say that Nat Turner killed not for hate, but for love. Who knows why we blacks can't swallow this story? Now then, Nat Turner, practically a nursemaid for little Margaret, but black, and therefore unsuspected of feeling desire for that young white girl who romped around him the whole day long.
This girl is in love with the boy. She won't tell me who he is. Yes, you are.
How she excited him, without ever knowing it.
Well, you, Nat. Come here, Nat, and see my new dress. Am I pretty? Come on, Nat. Drive me up at Aunt Rose's. No, I'll ride in the box with you. Now move over a little, Nat. There, you see, there's plenty of room for both of us.
She and Nat, skin almost touching skin, the wind in that blonde hair, and that white throat he wanted so desperately to touch. Oh, Nat, she said to me one day while her nearness and that youthful scent of lavender made my flesh taut. Oh, Nat, why are Negroes born to such misery? Why in this bright springtime are they but fallen flowers?
Black bastard. Did you see what they did?
Reese.
I'll catch you.
Black bastard. Let's see. If I, 140 years later, was in love with that white girl, so much in love I couldn't live without her, but just because I'm black like Nat Turner, I can see it now. Sir, let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Nat Turner. I love your daughter and I intend to marry her.